It's Week 17 of the NFL, and center stage belongs to Matthew Stafford. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Rams and the Cards, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is,
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And here we go from LA. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
as a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up second down. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this.
And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes, but when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Now Stafford to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Murray on the play fake. He's going to try to drop it in deep. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Rams regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, #1. And #2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
The Rams and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, but it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kaiser White has it. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So they'll decline this and take the results.
That penalty is declined.
Now an inside give to Benson. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Benson once more. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Murray on 3rd down. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's a reception for Tyler Higbee. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Stafford from the gun. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And that sets up 2nd and 5.
5 yards to go.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, here's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 23-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the... They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! Picked up by the Rams!
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So now here's 3rd and 5. Stafford. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 3. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. First and 10, Murray. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Oh, the football's loose. Picked up by the Rams. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll run here with Blake Corum. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. To throw, Stafford. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Cardinals football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Murray. Oh no, he lost control of another one! And no turnover, it's gonna stay with the offense.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Kyler throwing here. Able to get it to Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. So on fourth down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. The Rams set to go on offense once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second down run by Corum. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
3rd down and 6.
Stafford now against a blitz. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed left to Benson. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. From the gun, it's Murray. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
9-yard gain on the play.
3rd and just 2 to go. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Murray. That's to the sideline, and it's a catch by Watson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cardinals take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Stafford now on first down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Stafford to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Murray here on first down. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. All right, here we go. Second down. A give left side to Benson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. This is ahead for about 5. Stop made by Braden Fisk. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Benson once more. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Staying on the ground with Benson. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Kyler looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the Rams' 41-yard line.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Now Kyler. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Benson now from the gun. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
It's Benson on the give. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They give on second to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
That's complete to Wilson. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Passer, defense.
Finally, some justice for the quarterbacks. They're so rarely protected in today's game, Brock. The refs saw roughing the passer, and his side gets a first down plus some yardage.
You take it down a notch, all right? You haven't been hit by the guys in this league. And you got to protect these poor, fragile quarterbacks. In this case, move the sticks as well.
Benson goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Murray, 3rd and goal. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Prater on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Stafford to throw again on second. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Stafford on third. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So they're left facing a fourth down. Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Benson's got it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Go right side, and McBride has it. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Murray. Wow, it's free again! Picked up by the Rams!
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
The Rams taking over on offense late in the first half. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stafford from the gun. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, LA! The Rams earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams make it 17-all. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Dortch now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
They're out and set, first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down. Here's Kyler to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. Gotta figure out this third down here. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. Stafford escapes the sack, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Seahawks who were able to come away with the road victory. Justice Hill doing plenty of damage on the ground as he went well over 100 yards in the victory. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. The Bengals were this close to a perfect regular season, but they couldn't finish it off, and they fall to 15-1 with one game remaining until playoff time. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. The give now to Benson. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Kyler throwing here. Able to get it to Benson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Rams take possession on his 13th INT of this season. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41. It's complete to Higbee. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Now Stafford to throw. Able to find Renfro here. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense to the line for second down.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11. Back to throw here, Stafford. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Sly's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals need only one to take the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead.
Rams 20.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Rams on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Stafford now on first down. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To throw, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
10 yards to go.
Stafford now. That pass caught by Renfro. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Benson on first and 10. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Play action now, Murray. Completed to his running back.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Now Murray on the play fake. That heater's going to fall to the turf.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Rams headed out to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They fake the handoff now. Stafford hits his running back. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA first down.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one complete to Higbee. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the
False
flag.
start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Murray on 3rd down. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Cardinals out for the punt. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Rams will take possession. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. Short pass brought in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Stafford from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Carter.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. 3rd and long for him here. Able to get it to Benson. Escapes a defender. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Holding. Offense.
So the defense decides to decline the penalty. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. On 1st down, here's Stafford. He fires one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now, Stafford. He has all day back there. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Jukes out a 1-stop. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Murray. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Tre'Davious White. And the Rams have some new life in the 4th.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. Stafford back to throw. It's complete to Higbee. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the Cardinals' 16-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Out of the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the pressure drives them backwards. It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Joshua Cardi. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Here he is on 3rd and long. Benson's got it. Juke the defender. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Throw complete to Williams.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Motioning the tight end left. Throwing his Stafford on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Watson with the catch. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now a run with Benson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Kyler looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 1st down, ball at the 36. They'll run with Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
He's got it near the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. On target to his man Higgins. And he's brought down for a loss. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Kyler has it on the slant. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Held to no gain on the run, and that brings up 4th and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They'll run. It's Benson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead to 7. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8.
31, Rams 23.
Now Prater on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they've got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this to Cup. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's 1st downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this, to just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Rams 8 points behind. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Setting up to pass. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
Desperation time here on fourth. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a two-point play could force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for two.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their two-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
All right, here we go. Huge play for the Rams, going for two.
The Rams will
Now Stafford again. And that catch gets them the two. We're all tied up here in the four. Woo, crisis averted, Brock. They got the two and the tie for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those two critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the two-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. First throw for the backup now. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Still inches to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. He'll throw it yet again. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Ritter. This reeled in by Benson. And they get this down to the 28. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. Benson now from the gun. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So now it all comes down to Matt Prater. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And the third time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.